I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood, one where everyone's house looks almost the same. Neutral tones, beige, taupe, or gray. It's like a sea of boredom. So when I decided to repaint my house, I went for something a little different. A soft pastel blue with some white accents. You know, nothing wild, just a little personality. But my HOA, they hated it. Apparently, pastel blue was too loud for their taste. At first I thought, okay, no big deal. I'll pick a more neutral shade. But then they started getting picky. A slight variation in the color, and boom, another notice. Their list of approved colors was absurd. Think beige number 1, beige number 2, and beige number 3. I knew they wouldn't approve anything remotely fun, so I did something they never saw coming. I read the HOA rules like they were the back of my hand. They had one very clear rule: no bright colors. But you know what they didn't say? Anything about multiple colors. And with that loophole, I came up with my plan. I hired a contractor, and we went full rainbow mode, stripes everywhere, from red to orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. The entire house became a living, breathing rainbow. I even added some fun details like clouds at the bottom for extra effect. The look was bold. It was ridiculous. It was glorious. And it was totally within the rules. When the HOA saw my house, they lost it. They showed up at my door, fuming. "This is a violation of community standards," they screamed. But when I pulled out the HOA manual and pointed out that nowhere did it say I couldn't have multiple colors, they were speechless. They tried to fine me. They even threatened to sue, but I wasn't having it. I was legally in the right. And to make matters worse for them, I started spreading the news to the neighbors, who thought it was hilarious. They took pictures, shared it on social media, and soon my house was a local landmark. At this point, the whole neighborhood was talking about the rainbow house. Some people loved it, some people hated it. But one thing was for sure: it was the talk of the town. And guess what? The HOA couldn't do a thing about it. The fines they levied were challenged, and after a few months, they had to back down. They even quietly updated the rulebook to include a new clause about excessively bright or clashing color schemes. But by then, the damage was done. My house had become a viral sensation. In the end, I didn't just win, I won big. My house became a symbol of standing up to overbearing authorities, and I even received messages from people in other neighborhoods thanking me for inspiring them to live a little. Who knew a colorful house could make such an impact? And as for the HOA, they had no choice but to accept their defeat. I even started getting requests from curious visitors asking to take pictures of my house. I might even turn it into a tourist attraction. So what's the lesson here? If life gives you HOAs with ridiculous rules, turn those rules into art. Get creative. Follow the letter of the law, but use your imagination to break the spirit of it. And always remember, when they say no bright colors, the answer is yes, rainbow stripes.